Okay, let's try this one more fucking time. I don't know what the hell's going on, but anyways, like I said, you know, anybody want to see me do this shit live instead of in the dark, you know, just let me know. Okay, back to the story. Um, Hell, I don't even know where to begin. But anyways, I was in love with this woman. I mean, well, okay, I didn't know I was in love with this woman. Sadly, it took me some years later and a divorce to realize how much I loved this woman. She was she was the best thing ever happened to me. The ironic part, and I don't mean to laugh, but the very first job I got when I was almost 17, I'd been there for a while. But anyways, I was at 84 Lumber Company, and this is back many, many years ago. Anyways, my supervisor, my manager, the one that interviewed me and trained me and pretended to be my best friend, was the one who ended up with my ex-wife. Now, tell me that's not some shit. I don't know. It's weird. It's whatever you want to call it, And I can say, before all this happened, she asked me, she called me to her home and she discussed it with me, but it was like out of the fucking blue. I mean, your supposed friend, well, anyways, so, let's see, where was I at? Oh yeah, taking a drink of beer. But anyways, I mean, we had wonderful times. We did. When we first got married in Florida, like I was saying earlier, we had a beautiful apartment, Spanish style villa, etc., with a pool. And hell, all I done was lay around the pool all day long drinking. That's all I had to do. I had money in the bank. She transferred down there. She found a good job. I had money. I didn't need to work. I probably should have, looking back at it. But anyways, I laid around the damn pool. There was lots of tenants, lots of beautiful women. They come out there. This is Florida. This was down in actually West Palm Bay, not beach. Don't confuse it with beach, but it was West Palm Bay. And I worked, Q&A for a company down that way. And hell, I'd done my job. I okayed or refused whatever exercise equipment came through the line. Lunch times, I went out and I'd sat in my new, and mind you, this was 86, 87. I'd sat in my brand new Camaro. And I would drink beer and line the cans up across my dashboard. I mean, that was the kind of job I had. I couldn't fuck up if I tried. Oh, so, everything's going good, blah, 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 and this and that. It came to the point of, somehow, I don't remember how, but she lost her job. We was in Florida, and I still had mine. The company that I worked for had bought a new building, moved into a new location, all that good stuff. I can remember her, when it come to this point, her not working and me working, she would get up in the morning, she'd fix my breakfast, she'd fix my protein shake, she'd fix, she'd lay my vitamins out, everything that I needed for a day. And she'd actually drive me to work and drop me off. I mean, lunchbox packed, you're ready for the day, you go and do your shit, you're done after 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever it was. And then, of course, she was back there an hour early to pick me up. That's how much she cared. She didn't want to be late. She didn't want to be there when the traffic was. She was there right up front. So, I can remember, a couple years later, we still living in the same place. We was doing, our thing. I happened to turn 21. The big 2-1. I'm sure a lot of you people out there that's younger, looking forward to turn 21. Some of you people can remember turning 21. Anyways, I turned 21. She bought me a big ass bottle of champagne. I never had champagne, none of that stuff. So, that night, just her and me, sitting in our apartment. She brings out the bottle of champagne, and oh my God, I can remember popping the cork on it and pouring her a little bit and pouring me a glass, and I enjoyed it. She wasn't much of a drinker, but you know what? I sure to hell put that bottle down. Actually, I never felt so sick in my life the next day. But fast forward from when, I was working, she wasn't, we was living in the apartment, to when we decided to move back to West Virginia. This was a big major turning point in our life. I had a good job. My family was the family that I knew was down there. Like I said, I come from a kind of a fucked up family. Mom didn't want nothing to do with us. Dad didn't want nothing to do with us. It was pretty much from aunt to uncle, whoever would have you for a weekend. So, sorry, I was puffing on a cigarette. But anyways, we decide to move back to West Virginia. She supposedly has a job waiting on her. I got shit. I got no education. I quit school. I was a flunky. Somehow I lucked into this quality assurance position. I don't know how. But anyways, we come back to West Virginia. And tell you what, I'll pick up in the next part, since this is almost 8 minutes. I don't want to get cut off. So be right back. Okay, it didn't cut me off. So, all right, we come back to West Virginia. I didn't know what to think. I was kind of, at that age, I didn't really care. I knew I had family up here, and she had family up here. I knew she was, fairly wealthy, and et cetera, et cetera. So I wasn't too worried about it myself. But her, on the other hand, her being a working professional and, I guess being taught what she was taught at a younger age, she wanted to make sure that her job was secure. So we come back to West Virginia. We end up moving. Now, her mom and dad, you got to figure this. Her mom and dad, her dad was a contractor in Hurricane for, good